Hey guys, it's Ron again over at CTREIA. Hey, this is my third video in 3 days. Wow, you poor people. Got a voice thing going on today. So I'm in the office and I think it was last month's meeting or the meeting before, I illustrated what lock set I use. You guys have seen me do a video or two on my locks and kind of funny about it. What I've learned over the years is one of the biggest headaches of being a landlord, are the whole key situation, the lock situation. So those of you who know me, you know that I never have locking handles, deadbolts only, but not too long ago, I started switching to all electronic. So for years, landlords like myself, when you have a lot of units, electronic locks are great theory, but the problem is they're really expensive. You go to one of the big boxes, they're what, 130 bucks, whatever, like it's cost prohibitive. And the other thing is that the batteries die, right? So when the batteries die, the tenants aren't gonna change them, I assure you of that. Now you need a key to bypass the lock if there's no battery. Now you're in the key business again. The problem with keys are twofold, okay? I'm gonna show you what I use, and I illustrated this at one of the meetings, but if you guys weren't there. The problem with keys are certainly tenant, so when you have 100 units, here's what happens. You need a copy, the tenant needs a copy, they lose them, they forget to hand them in, you're constantly rotating locks, it's like a thing, right? But the other reason keys suck is that for contractors, right? So you have also contractors that have to get into units. So if the tenant's not home or they're going there during the workday, how do they get into the units, right? They got to get a key from you. And then when they're done, they got to give the key back. Keys are a nightmare. So not too long ago, I'm going to say a year and a half ago, I switched to the Quickset 905. And I'm going to show it to you in a minute. And I'm sure I'm going to screw up the camera, but the Quickset 905 is a deadbolt only, and I connected it here. So this is the face of it right here, and then this is the other side on the tenant side, right? So that's the face, that's it. What's cool about this lock, number one, it's 35 bucks where I get it. And that includes tax and shipping, by the way. So I just ordered, I think, 32 or 33 of them. To round out the rest of my units. I got like 60 units with these things on them. So that's cost effective, right? It's a little bit more than the lock, but check this out. So here's what I do. I have a secret code that I'm certainly not gonna announce here that gets me into all my units. I can give it to a contractor, I can give it to myself. This will take 4 codes, and I can eliminate a code, add a code, whatever. But then every unit, I set it to the last 4 digits of that tenant's social security number. Okay, and then at the lease up, I text it to them so they have it. Obviously, they're not gonna forget their social, but in case they do, it's in a text as well. And I also write it on top of the lease, on the front page of the lease. But here's the cool thing about this, and this is where I'm gonna screw up the camera. So watch this. I'm gonna try to do this here. All right, so here's the lock. So what if the battery dies? Or, in this case, I just opened it from the box. There's no battery in it at all. All you have to do is take off that little logo, and if I hold a 9-volt battery up to it, hear that? Now I just enter my code and I get into the unit. So therefore, when a battery dies, or there's no battery in it in this example, a 9-volt battery becomes my master key. I can get in any of my units, all 92 of them, with a 9-volt battery, okay? So that's kind of cool, huh? So I hope that solved it. It was an experiment I did on a few of my buildings, and I've slowly been turning all my buildings over to it. And like I said, I just ordered the last, 32, 34 to get it completely. I wanted to test it for a while. It's been working really, really well. The tenants really like it too. Think about it. The tenants are in the key management business too. You get lockout calls, I lost my keys, whatever, so it becomes a thing. So guys, it's the Quickset 905. Again, I'm gonna screw this up. This is what I use, okay? It's been working great for me for about a year and a half. I did a long beta test just to make sure it's not gonna reveal some problem somewhere. So guys, check it out. Hopefully that helps somebody. I get them at, I think it's Door Hardware Center. I think I get them at, I hope I'm not wrong. Guys, hope that video helps somebody. Hey, listen, I think it's August 19th, third Monday of every month. Larry Harbolt's in town. It's really gonna be a lot of fun. He's kind of the trainer's trainer. So he goes over creative financing options. So about half the units my wife and I own today, we own a lot of rental units, I acquired without a bank. I make an offer on a Monday, I'm closing on Thursday. So I've been able to do that about half my portfolio, but Larry's kind of that whole next level, so I'm actually looking forward to getting a lot out of him. So I think we had 220 people at our last meeting. That rocked, guys, with Maureen. So we're growing our membership. If you're not a member, come on. What are you doing, right? CTREIA, you got to join. We're the greatest thing since Christ left Cleveland. So join, but if you are a member, you go to the monthly meetings for free. Grab your seat, guys. Go to ctreia.com, reserve your seat, bring a friend, tap me on the shoulder, say hey. I'll see you guys Monday, August 19th. Thanks, guys. Bye.